Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Little Red Riding Hood. That wasn't her real name, but everyone called her that because of the pretty red cape she always wore. And she lived with her mother in a house at the edge of the wood. Well, one day, while Little Red Riding Hood was playing her music box that her grandmother had given her for Christmas, her mother said,
"Wouldn't you like to visit your grandmother? You know she's not been feeling very well."
Oh, yes, Mother, and I'll take her a basket of fruit.
Do you think you can find your way to her house in the forest?
Sure, Mother. I know a friendly rabbit that lives near the apple tree. He'll show me the road.
So off she went with a basket of fruit over her arm, and soon she came to the apple tree, and there was the rabbit.
Whee! It's you, Little Red Riding Hood. Morning, top of the morning. Good morning, Mr. Rabbit. Would you show me the way to my grandma's? Sure thing, no doubt about it. You'll run on 2 feet, and I'll run on 4. And in the wink of an eye, we'll be at her door.
So off they scampered, although Little Red Riding Hood had a pretty hard time keeping up with him.
Don't run so fast, please, Mr. Rabbit. Just run fast as lightning. Don't make all that fuss. We don't want the wolf to come spying on us.
You see, there was a bad wolf living in the neighborhood, and although Little Red Riding Hood didn't know it, he was following them through the forest. Well, pretty soon they came to the grandmother's house.
Grandma! Grandma!
Who is it?
It's me, Little Red Riding Hood.
Then open the door and come in.
So Little Red Riding Hood went in and went to her grandma's bedroom.
Hello, Little Red Riding Hood. Did you have any trouble finding your way through the woods?
Oh, no, Grandma. I have a friend, a rabbit, and he showed me the way. And when I come tomorrow, I'll know the way all by myself.
Well, you're sure a mighty fine girl. And when you come tomorrow, tell your ma to send me a nice pot of chicken soup.
So off Little Red Riding Hood went, scampering through the woods, the rabbit running ahead of her. And the moment they were out of sight, the wolf came out from behind a tree where he was hiding, and he knocked at the grandmother's door.
Who is it?
And the wolf tried to imitate Little Red Riding Hood's voice.
It's me, Little Red Riding Hood.
Well, the grandma could tell that wasn't Little Red Riding Hood's voice, so she climbed out of bed and looked out of the window. And when she saw the wolf, she got so scared that she hid in the closet. And the wolf went inside, and when he saw no one was there, he put on one of the grandmother's nightgowns and sleeping caps and went into a bed.
They'll never get the best of me. I'll wait here for that Red Riding Hood to get here tomorrow with that chicken soup. Do I love chicken soup.
In the meantime, Little Red Riding Hood reached home, and when her mother saw her, she said,
"Back so soon, Little Red Riding Hood? How is your grandmother?"
Well, Mama, she's feeling better. And, oh, yes, she said for me to bring her a nice pot of chicken soup tomorrow.
All right, I'll go and fix it right now. And tomorrow morning, bright and early, you'll take it over to her house.
So Little Red Riding Hood's mother got busy in the kitchen, and Little Red Riding Hood spent the rest of the day playing her music box. And the next morning, bright and early...
Time to get up, Little Red Riding Hood, and take this delicious soup to your grandma. Up with you now and have your breakfast, and off with you.
All right, Mama. I'll just brush my teeth and wash my face and have my orange juice and my cereal and my milk, and I'll be all ready.
That's a good girl. Be sure to get there safely and don't delay so that the chicken soup doesn't get cold. Grandma likes it real hot.
So off she went. This time she knew the way and kept going on all by herself. And in the twinkling of an eye, she was at her grandma's door.
Grandma! Grandma!
When the wolf heard that, he decided to imitate the grandmother's voice.
Who is it?
Now, Little Red Riding Hood knew that the voice sounded different, but she thought that maybe it was because her grandmother had a cold. So she answered,
It's me, Little Red Riding Hood.
Then open the door and come in.
Little Red Riding Hood went inside to her grandmother's bedroom and sat down by the bed. Something seemed awfully strange to her. She stared, and then she said,
Grandma, what big eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
But, Grandma, What a big mouth you have.
The better to kiss you with, my dear.
But, Grandma, what big hands you have.
The better to grab that chicken soup with, my dear.
And the wolf jumped out of the bed, and Little Red Riding Hood saw that it was really the wolf. But she didn't get scared for a minute. Oh, no. She just took that pot of hot chicken soup, and she threw it right in the wolf's face. He started to yell and to holler, and he rushed to the window, and he jumped out and started limping off through the woods as fast as ever he could go. And then Little Red Riding Hood heard someone tapping from the closet. She went over to the closet and said,
Who's that in there? Is it another wolf?
No, this is really your grandmother.
So Little Red Riding Hood opened the closet door and let her grandmother out and helped her to dress, and then took her over to her own house where they wouldn't ever be bothered by the wolf anymore.